going on, Jerome's? Minnesota Fighting Vikings need to get their friggin' running game straightened out. At 3 years with Kevin O'Connell, the running game, maybe not so much. No, obviously, offensive line has a big part of it, but also running back as well. And Aaron Jones had a great one season. Is he back? The veteran, do they bring him back for another year? Do they bring back Cam Akers, or do they trade for him for the third time in a row? But this is a very prodigious running back class in this draft, and the Vikings should definitely partake. One of those running backs, Cam Skattebo, the pride of Arizona State, where I still don't know what he is, but I know that I like him. The kid is all heart, all hustle. He will die for a win, and he's just fun to watch, right? And I don't know what his role necessarily is going to be at the NFL level. Can he be an RB1? Can he be part of a committee? Don't really know, but all I know is that the kid's got heart, and I want him on my team. So let's talk about Cam Skattebo today. A background, 22 years young, 5'11", 215, the pride of Rio Linda, California. Went to Sacramento State for the first 3 years of his career. Go Hornets. Ooh, he was teammates with Marty Mapu, who went in the third round to the Patriots, I think it was third round. Yeah, but Harding, versatile safety. Yeah, but Skattebo looking like, literally looking like Daniel Rudiger right here. He looks like Rudy, right? But then took his talents to Arizona State. And 2024 was a breakout season, man. 1,711 yards rushing, 21 touchdowns, 5.8 yards per carry. Also proved solid as a receiver, 45 for 605 and 3. First team All-American, first team All-Big 12. But it's still weird that Arizona State's in the Big 12. Also fifth in the Heisman voting. Got Arizona State a bye, which didn't work out in the end as they lost in overtime to Texas. Hook 'em 39-31, but Skattebo single-handedly kept the Sun Devils in this game, right? He single-handedly put this team on his back. 30 carries for $143, and 2 touchdowns, as well as 8 for 99. Like, he made so many big plays down the line, and it was clear, like, Texas was a better team, especially in that front seven versus Arizona's offensive line. But Skattebo just would not give in. He would not give an inch. And I love that, man. It was really fantastic to see. Scouting report over at 33rd team, our guy Kyle Krebs. Pro comparison, Ben Jarvis, Green Ellis, which I've seen that a lot. I still feel like he might be 1-1. He's completely unique, or he's like a player from the 50s. Don't know. Scouting overview, Arizona State Sun Devils running back Cam Skattebo is a bruising runner who has enjoyed a highly successful breakout season for the Sun Devils in 2024. Skattebo shows a nice blend of vision, short area power, contact balance, and ability to make flash decisions to work to developing creases. He's a powerful runner who is active in fending off tackle challenges in space. Thanks to the thick core and center of gravity, it proves difficult to successfully wrap up and wrangle to the ground. Skattebo's room for growth lies in diversifying his passing game skill set and adding a focus on ball security. Has had 10 fumbles throughout his football career. 10 fumbles in 3. I just said that. In 3 seasons are problematic, and too many of those come from simply failing to protect the football by coming high into contact. Skattebo's pass protection reps are up and down for the consistency and framing defenders. He'll wipe some second-level rushers out completely with cuts and low blocks, but other times he is too late, too passive to properly identify. And Skattebo, it's going to be interesting because I like him. He's going to be in the thick of that day 2 conversation, but the Vikings drafting 24 and 97 in the 3rd round. I mean, is it that window where they're going to miss him completely? But if the Vikings do trade down, Skattebo definitely could be in that conversation. For me, I would put him, behind. So just give him the choice. Like, here's how I do my rankings. Given the choice between the 2 players, which would I prefer? Right. So I would take Caleb Johnson, Amarian Hampton, Trevion Henderson, RJ Harvey over Skattebo at this point. I got him pretty close with Judkins, slightly ahead of Gordon and Mullings, etc. But different styles make fights, and there's so many different types of running backs in this class. Plus, Skattebo, he's listed as 215. He probably should go 2.25. The way that he wants to run and play, because he doesn't have that breakaway speed. So adding size doesn't necessarily sacrifice that, but if he wants to become like a true mid power back, I think that adding some weight, maybe making him like a quasi fullback, could make some sense in that spot. Like, could the Vikings add weight to a tailback like they did with C.J. Ham, like they did with Zach Line, except use Skattebo as an actual like heavy tailback, versus just a fullback? It's certainly possible. And I think that if they do take Skattebo, I wouldn't mind taking making a running back a priority UDFA. I would love to run it back with Cam Akers in that situation. Aaron Jones, if the price is right, we'll see, but also not going to be RB1 solely this season. But I do love the diversity of skill set that Cam Akers brings. I think that he could be a nice running back 1 with a Skattebo running back 2 situation, and also sprinkle in some more running backs in there as a priority UDFA. But I mean, Skattebo, he's just so interesting, right? And every time you watch him, it's like, again, it is like a throwback. It is sort of like an old school bruising type runner that you're going to go with. And Skattebo's like, I just can't get over that Texas game, man. Like, he single-handedly just said, we are not going to lose. And if we do lose, it won't be for lack of trying. I'm going to bust my ass. I'm going to carry this team. That's what you want on your squad. Absolutely you do. But your thoughts are thoughts. Vikings need to draft Arizona State running back Cam Skattebo. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section. You guys know what to do. Skull. Production value.